Edvotek instructional video, Follow That Flush, using biotechnology to stop outbreaks. When we think about testing people for infectious diseases, we often picture hospitals, clinics, or labs, places where doctors test and diagnose individuals. But what if we could monitor an entire community's health without testing every single person in that area? Scientists have developed an innovative way to do just that using wastewater-based epidemiology, or WBE. By using biotechnology to analyze sewage, public health officials can detect harmful bacteria and viruses before outbreaks occur. So, what exactly is wastewater? It is the used water that enters the sewage system from homes, businesses, and industries. It can be anything from toilet flushes to sink drains to runoff from streets and farms. It can contain harmful chemicals or microorganisms that can make people sick. Before wastewater can be used again, it is treated at specialized facilities that purify it and make it safe for consumption. This includes removal of debris from the wastewater, filtering of sediment, elimination of contaminants, and disinfection to prevent the spread of diseases. Once safe, the water is discharged back into the environment. Since wastewater carries human waste, it contains bacteria and viruses shed by sick people in the community. Scientists use molecular tests to identify pathogens in the water samples, identifying diseases in a community before people even start showing symptoms. This method has been used to track diseases like COVID-19, polio, norovirus, and E. coli. The first step in wastewater testing is sample collection. Scientists collect wastewater from key sites like municipal water treatment plants, university dorms, or even cruise ships. The next step is to identify potential pathogens in the sample. That's where biotechnology comes in. Most times, scientists use polymerase chain reaction, or PCR, to detect bacterial and viral genetic material. PCR works by taking tiny amounts of the pathogen's genome and copying it billions of times. This technique is incredibly sensitive, allowing scientists to detect even the smallest traces of a pathogen in wastewater. If the pathogen is present, epidemiologists and public health departments plan their next steps to combat potential outbreaks. One of the biggest advantages of wastewater testing is that it allows public health departments to get ahead of potential outbreaks. People can start shedding viruses or bacteria in their waste before they show symptoms, sometimes up to a week in advance. For example, during the COVID-19 pandemic, wastewater testing helped cities predict infection spikes. This gives local public health officials, doctors, and hospitals time to prepare the health systems. Of course, wastewater testing isn't without challenges. Isolating DNA from wastewater is complicated because the sample contains genetic material from many sources. This makes it challenging to pinpoint specific pathogens that may be present at a low concentration in the water sample. Wastewater can also contain human DNA from cells that are shed into the water system, so ethical concerns around genomic privacy must be addressed. Furthermore, not all locations have the resources to conduct routine water surveillance, meaning that we might miss diseases spreading in these communities. But even with these challenges, wastewater-based epidemiology is revolutionizing how we track and prevent the spread of disease. Wastewater tells a story, and by reading it, we can stay one flush ahead of the next outbreak.